Without even having all of my footage in the editing suite yet, I've already got near enough 3 hours worth, and to think I was worried I didn't record enough. This is going to be a fun edit.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone.
Hey all you maniacs, it's Helminator, and I felt like it was finally time for me to show you a week in my study abroad life. I was woken at 2 AM this morning because one of my friends wanted to show me something back home, and so I've been up since 2. It's great. This week is going to be a hectic one for me personally. I've got a test which I need to do today. I think I have a test on Wednesday, and then I'm pretty darn sure that I have an essay plan that I need to submit by Friday. Also, I'm planning to, on Friday, go to Auckland and come back on Sunday, which I haven't arranged any transport for or arranged where I'm staying, so that's what I'm going to start off with. I'm going to start off by trying to organise my trip to Auckland. And more or less immediately after saying that, I managed to go back to sleep. So I did get more sleep, fortunately, but it means that I haven't done anything yet today. I'm going to go to my lecture now, and then when I get back, I'm going to try and sort out the trip to Auckland. I just spotted this postcard from my mum and dad. They've been at this thing, which I've been to every once in a while, called Le Pas Opton, which is a spring harvest holiday site in France. And yeah, they had a little bit of a break there. I've just got back from my lecture, and it was good, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the rec room to see if I can practice my piano a bit. So I may have completely forgotten to set up the Auckland trip while I was doing that, but that's okay. I've still got time to do that, and then I've got to take this test today, and once I've finished taking the test I need to start looking at the essay questions and begin to prep my essay plan. Now I've got approximately 4 days to write this essay plan, and considering it's only a plan, that's plenty of time. There is rice under this incredible pile of sauce. What I need to do now is wash up all of my stuff, and then while I'm doing that I'm going to be watching my lectures back on my laptop so that I am ready to take the test later. Because I've already been to these lectures, what I like to do is watch them at double speed, because my brain already knows the information, so it's just reminding myself of it and making sure that it's processed correctly. I finished the test. I'm not in the mood to continue working on my essay plan right now. Can easily get the essay plan done over Tuesday and Wednesday, so it's not going to be a problem. Now what I think I'm going to do is go on YouTube, because I spend too much time on YouTube. I've just realised something, and it's very tragic, it's very disappointing, but seeing as I've decided to go up to Auckland on that day, and I can't change my plans now, I've already made the payment. I'm not going to be able to storm Area 51 with you guys. I know I said I was interested, but I don't think I can make it. I'm sorry. I'm sure that you guys will manage to Naruto run your way through. So having said that, this video will be going up after that, so yeah. So I've just got back from my morning lecture, which was Mind, Matter and Reality, and I now need to charge my laptop up real quick because I have another lecture in like an hour or so. See, we wouldn't get anything like this in the UK, would we? This sort of fauna just wouldn't exist.
Close to the sun.
I've just had the lecture and dropped my stuff back off. I'm heading up to the shops now because I have apparently run out of bread and I'm running low on sandwich meats and stuff. I might just pop into the barber's on the way. I somehow managed to forget to bring my phone, which has the photos of what I actually want for my haircut, so I'm having to go back to OP to get it. Good job, Josh. Got the phone. I don't know how good this haircut's going to go, but I don't know any of the barbers in this area. I'm literally just going to the closest one and hoping that it works. How's that looking? Any better? Any worse? I think it looks better. There's no massive poofy bits on the side. I always manage to somehow get massive clumps of hair on either side because those are the areas that grow the fastest, apparently. The funny thing is, the last haircut that I had before this was actually just before I moved. I had one, I think it was when I was in Lancaster. So like a week before coming back to Newport, and like maybe a week and a half before flying to New Zealand. So that was back in June. I needed a haircut. Gotta say, I like it. I'm gonna watch one quick live stream on YouTube and then I'm going to have to start getting ready for the test I have tomorrow. Yay.
Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye. We set it sail, and all those midnight secrets told.
I realise you can't really see me, but that's just to show how dark it is in my room. It's getting to around 4 AM I think, and I'm still not asleep, which is annoying. So I think I'm not gonna, based on how I'm feeling right now, I'm not gonna be able to get to sleep at all tonight, which is not good because I've got a test coming up tomorrow, as I've said. Luckily the test's in the morning, so in theory I should be able to do the test and then go to bed as soon as I get back from it. It's going to be a pain in the backside, but I can do it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to sleep before then. I'm going to try, but I doubt it. It's approximately 5 AM. I know I'm not going to get to sleep at this point. So I started watching some YouTube.
7 AM, waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal.
Why that was in my head this morning, I have absolutely no idea. maybe a little over until I actually have this test. The thing is, I chose this topic because it's like related to religion, which is one of my majors back at Lancaster, but the difference is this is the anthropology of religion rather than religious studies, meaning that I'm not writing directly about a religion, I'm writing about the anthropological ideas around various religions around the world, which is quite different if I'm honest. I'm getting the hang of it, I think. I got an 86% on my essay on it, so in theory I should be doing alright. Fingers crossed. I'm not sure of the questions or even the format that the test is going to take entirely. I've got a vague idea, but not 100%. I do know the topics that are coming up though. So we're going to be looking at, in this test, shamanism, divination, witchcraft and sorcery, which are all very distinct things in terms of anthropology. To do the test, and I was right. I got no sleep. Yeah, I am not ready in the slightest. Well, I think that went alright. I've left about 10 minutes early because I had finished all of the questions and I had nothing else I could write. Literally, I filled up all of the paper and I could not think of anything else that I could add. Hopefully I've done alright. One of the questions did stump me for a little bit, but that's not because I didn't know the answer, it's because the answers were incorrect. There was a section on this test that was multi-choice, and basically, it was supposed to say that shamans are able to transfer between the human world and the spirit world, but instead it said the social world, which isn't a thing, at least that I've been taught about. So I had no idea what the heck it was talking about, and yeah, luckily it was clarified throughout that someone had just made a typo. So the way the test was divided up was that there were 10 multi-choice questions. All of them were worded quite nasty, but they weren't awful, so I think I did alright on those. Then there were 5 words that we had to give definitions for, so things like ontological turn, shamanism, divination, stuff like that. And then we had a mini essay about the reading which I did, which was all about just what the heck do they mean when they say that witchcraft is used as an explanation for unfortunate circumstances. I think I've done alright with it though, so, you know, fingers crossed. When they said easy on this Sudoku, they weren't kidding, were they? I literally stopped for about 5.5 minutes, and that's when I did the Sudoku. And yeah, the easy ones are way too easy, and to be honest, I can even do the hard ones without a single mistake quite often. So I'm getting the feeling that those sorts of logic puzzles, Sudokus, that sort of thing, pretty darn good at them. Well, either that or the ones that the university puts in Nexus are just really rubbish. Under normal circumstances, I'd still be in a lecture right now because that anthropology thing that I was just doing is normally a 2-hour lecture. But since it's not, I'm going to practice on. As we all know, my Week in My Life videos are easily the longest of all of my videos, and that's because I record an insane amount of stuff. 3 hours worth. I normally end up recording at least an hour and a half, likely more than 2 hours worth of video that I managed to trim down to anywhere between half an hour and 50 minutes sort of. Obviously I try to go on the short end. But because I'm recording so much content, it means that it is now becoming necessary that when I want to record one of these and still upload it in the same week, I'm going to have to start editing during it, And I say now, I've been doing this the whole time, but you know, it's a thing. So I'm gonna have to start editing. Well, that didn't happen in the slightest. I instead watched some YouTube because I wasn't in the mood right then to do that. I was going to watch like 2 YouTube videos, finish off what I was doing, and then start editing. But instead, I finally actually managed to get some sleep. I fell asleep around, what, 3 PM? And I've just woken up at 9 PM. Meaning I'm not going to get any sleep tonight, am I? This is the fun part of insomnia. Like, when your sleep eventually does catch up with you, it's not going to happen at a convenient time, which means that then you're not going to sleep again. Fun. I'm still awake and I got flaming bored, so I decided to look up my analytics on YouTube, and apparently altogether you guys have spent 46.6 thousand minutes watching my videos, which is pretty darn insane. I calculated that. That is approximately 776.2 hours, which is, how long is that in days? 32.34 days. That's weird. It's weird to think about, really. I mean, yeah. Thanks. I mean, obviously I don't do the videos for the views. I literally do them because I enjoy making videos and I enjoy recording them, and also because it's going to be good for me to look back on uni and stuff, and just looking back on various experiences. But, I mean, as of right now, according to my analytics page, my channel's had over 12,000 views. Over 12.5 thousand, actually. And that's insane. In the past 90 days alone, I've had nearly 2,000 unique individuals clicking on my videos at some point. That's so weird. Thank you guys for watching these. I realise they aren't necessarily the best content on YouTube, they're just whatever the heck I feel like putting out. But I enjoy making them, and it is nice looking at this now, realising that other people do seem to enjoy these, so thanks. Hello birdie. My original plan for today was to take you guys to Hamilton Gardens, because I've not been and I've heard it's quite, you know, nice to go and stuff, but looking at that sky, don't think that's what I want to do. I don't trust the New Zealand weather. I think what I'm going to do with the day instead, seeing as the weather is naff, is I'm going to spend the entire day trying to work on my script, because it's been a while since I've actually done anything on that. And yeah, I need to get somewhere with it. I don't think I'll actually get to the 60-page mark by the end of the year, which is a bit disappointing, but who knows, especially with the long summer I have. Hopefully I'll be able to actually work on it then and, you know, get somewhere. For obvious reasons, if I ever actually want this script to go anywhere, be that on TV, which is unrealistic, but still, or potentially as a web series, I cannot show you any of it. So filming today is gonna be minimal again, but I will tell you that the scene that I'm writing right now is a flipping pain in the backside. There are 2 scenes in this one episode that I'm writing that are absolutely vital to the entire series, and they are so irritating.
close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on.
Okay, so as it turns out, it didn't actually rain. But in fairness, can you really blame me for being cautious? We've had dark skies all day, so yeah, I think I was in the right when I decided to stay inside. New Zealand is well known, just as the UK is, for constantly raining, or at least for having a very changeable weather, where it can be sunny 1 second and flip in the next. Now, I didn't want to get drenched, and I'd rather my camera not get drenched, so yeah. I spent the entire day inside for no reason. So my mum's just sent me a load of information about cheap flights from March through August, because that's when I will hopefully be going travelling after finishing my year here, and yeah, then I should be heading home around that time as well. Good morning. So today is easily the busiest day I have all week, because I have a lecture at 9, then a workshop at 11, and then from 1 until 4 I have another lecture and then a workshop. It's a chaotic day. Whenever I'm not there, I'm going to be back here working on my essay plan, so again, don't expect too much until we start heading off. I don't actually have a backpack with me, and I don't want to pack everything in my suitcase, so I guess it's all going in my laptop bag. I've just finished the essay plan, I'm handing it in now. I have no idea how good it was. Honestly, I think it was utter rubbish, but I tried. I've got a little over an hour until I need to head out, and I've got a little under an hour left on the current audiobook that I'm listening to. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna listen to that for a bit, and hopefully that means that I can delete it off my phone, download the new audiobook just before I leave, so that then I can have something to listen to on the coach.
What was going on? Sitting up, he realized he was barefoot, and of all things, still wearing his pajamas. His hands were bound behind his back, and he was in the rear seat of the Range Rover. Pressing his forehead against the cold glass, he peered outside. It was dark, and he was in the woods.
Headed off now. I've managed to make it so that I literally am just going to make it to the bus station in time, hopefully, because I'm a genius, and why would I time out anything correctly? No. Why would I plan ahead when I could literally do it all on the fly? Most people like to have at least some vague idea about when they're going somewhere, what they need to be doing when. I just do stuff randomly. I do it way too much, but everything I do is last minute planning, last minute done. I am trying to get better at actually planning, but who knows, maybe one day I'll actually be able to think ahead. Made it onto the first bus at least. On the Intercity now. Shouldn't be too long before we're heading off and on the way to Auckland. Just look at that sky.
Close to the sun, close to the sun. You've seen the moon and its darker side. I can feel the gravity, the forces pull between you and me. Yes, it's true, I'm falling hard for you, but
Here we go. I'm in Auckland, just about. I'm hoping this is the right way. I have absolutely no idea. Oh dear. Well, that explains where that is. I have no idea what the heck this thing is, but it sure looks interesting.
I can wait even if it's hard to take. One moment is enough. I will be standing here right by your side. I will be standing
there now. Well, I've arrived at the hostel. I've got my pass and flipping heck, I'm hot. The bus ride was really hot and then the walk was confusing and long. But I made it here and now I just need to find my room. Bag is locked in place. I've met one of my roommates for this weekend now, which is cool. I'm going to be here through Saturday. Don't have any plans as of yet. I know I want to go to the Sky Tower, but other than that, not sure. And then Sunday at 8 PM is when my bus is home, so I've got more or less the entirety of Sunday here as well. So this should be fun. I expect that this video will go up late, unfortunately, but what can I do? The hill that this YHA is on is nasty as anything. Apparently there's a night market on 4th Street, according to a video that I watched, so I'm gonna try and head there. Just a guy playing the sax. Well, I'm in the right area apparently. It should be down here somewhere, hopefully. Found it. Not sure what this place is actually like, but I want to have a look.
Changing in the sky, it gets a little lighter over time. Yes, it's true, I'm falling hard for you, but I won't rush this love.
Well, that's flashy. This place is clearly built on blocks, which makes me think of an American city almost, which I suppose makes sense because the city was definitely built more recently than pretty much anything we would have back home. I love how literally all of the graffiti that I found in here so far has all been about the climate strike. That is so great. I spent a couple of hours just chatting with people in the community area around here. I think I'm going to go to bed now though, because it's quite late.
Mom, it isn't enough. I will be standing here right by your side. I will be standing here till the end of time. I will be standing here all.
Honest, I didn't really sleep all that well. Not because of anything to do with the YHA itself. Purely because I have a nasty flipping headache. It's not good. I had it since last night and it's not going away, unfortunately. The only places that sell headache tablets don't open until 9 o'clock and it's currently around 6:45. Well, it looks like it's going to be a lovely day here. Sky is blue and clear, as you can see. So I might have managed to arrive half an hour before they open, but I'm here. That's positive. my headache's actually started to clear, so I can't be bothered waiting around for half an hour. My head's feeling a little bit better, actually considerably better, so there's no point. So what I'm going to try and do now, I guess, is head over towards the Sky Tower. But I might want to grab breakfast along the way because I haven't eaten yet. Flaming heck is the sun bright today. A lot of my US friends say to go here for breakfast, so guess that's where I'm gonna go. I could not have been put in a better spot. Just right up there is the Sky Tower. Now this is the breakfast of a king. Food was good, but I don't know whether I'd have that hearty a breakfast again. It's very different from the sort of breakfast that I'm used to. Anyway, now I'm gonna try and head up the Sky Tower. This should be fun. Flipping heck is that thing tall. Got to go down in order to go up, of course.
I will be standing here right by your side. I will be standing here till the end of time.
Wow. This is so flipping awesome. What a view. We're higher up than helipads. That's so weird. It's amazing. And that would be the harbour bridge, just over there. Doesn't look as far when you think about it, but it flaming well is.
I will be standing here all through the night. I will be standing here till the stars align.
This place is so awesome, but it's so difficult to get a good selfie because, you know, light. Time to go even higher. 220 meters above ground level. There is the sky deck. Flippin' heck. I can see down there the area I was on, and there are people who are going to be bungee jumping. I'm not sure whether you can see them. They're going to be bungee jumping, but that costs like $100, maybe $200. So I was like, ha, how about I don't do that? This place is beautiful. You can see for miles. The camera's not doing it justice, really.
I just assumed I'd play the part of keeping you in the right direction. No matter how your confidence may fall, I'll be here as your foundation. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up.
So I might have forgotten to charge the camera last night, which means that there's a very good chance this will die on me. But don't worry, I do have one of my portable chargers around. Unfortunately, it's not fully zapped up because I used it last night on my phone. So, and my phone's not fully charged either because I was using that to video call someone while I was in Denny's. So, I don't know, I'll do my best to keep you guys updated. Apparently someone's about to do a sky jump from just up there, just above us, all the way down there. That's insane. I mean, can you see that X? Yeah, that's where they're going.
Hold on to me. Hold on, hold
very smart business strategy in there. Everyone wants to get photos because, of course, you do. You're in like a big thing. It's good to get photos, but because it's so darn difficult to actually get the photos, they have green screens in there where they take your photo and then they tell you that you have to pay to actually get the photo, which is, it's good. It's a good system. Great. I mean, I paid for it twice, but still, good. Now get a bit more culture. See, those things are good, but personally what I like to do when I'm going to a new city is I'll Google like things to do and places to go, and then I'll just use Google Maps or ask directions and try and work out where the heck I'm going myself, because I feel like you get a better idea of what the city is actually like if you do that. Obviously that's just my personal preference. There's no right or wrong way to visit somewhere, but personally, yeah, I like to wander about. I've probably spent more today than I have in the past 2 weeks, but I mean, I am away from uni and travelling a bit. At RA, Isaac joked during our first week that Hamilton had precisely one hill and they decided to build the university on it. And in general, that seems pretty true. Hamilton is very flat. Auckland, on the other hand, it's literally up and down and up and down. It's so hilly. Still, this park is pretty darn cool. Here we are. So I guess you're stuck with my iPhone for now.
Please don't wait here until your faith is shaken. There's a whole lot of good on your mind and on my mind, and I know that right now I'd like to play the part to rebuild you one more time. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up yesterday. So hold on to me. Hold on to hold on to me.
Well, that's different and big. It looks almost like a map. I wonder. So this piece is supposed to be like a aerial view of a guy lost in Sydney. What a crazy idea. Evidently I need to charge my stuff a bit more, so I'm going to head back to the YHA for a little while. Just secured some tickets to go and watch the School of Rock later tonight. everything is back fully charged, and it is now sort of 6 p.m. ish. I spent most of the afternoon either waiting for stuff to charge or just chatting with people in the hostel, because I figured, why the heck wouldn't I? But yeah, just in case you're wondering what a hostel is like, this is the room that I'm sharing. There are 6 beds. I'm actually on this bed right now, although I could transfer down there if I ever wanted, because the guy who was in there, well, he left last night. Yeah, I share with 5 other people. This room, I think it was like $23 a night, maybe 24. So it's pretty cheap. Hostels are pretty darn good. I'm gonna head out now purely because I want to go and collect my ticket. Plus it gives me a good opportunity to scout out anywhere that I might want to eat after the show. It is kind of like the sun is setting now just about, but the sun will be down by the time I get out, definitely. I don't know how long this performance is, but should be good. Those of you who know me know that I don't often get to go to the theatre, but I always enjoy it when I do. In fact, the last time that I did go to the theatre was August 2018, and that was purely because I had managed to get myself and my mum tickets to Les Mis for her birthday. And other than that, you know, it's been a while since I've been to the theatre. So I chucked this back on purely because the jumper was a bit more obviously dirty and I don't want to be, you know, grimy. But yeah, I do like going to the theatre, so it should be fun. In terms of what I'm actually watching, I've never seen the play version before. I've only ever seen the movie adaptation, which was a fundamental part of my childhood. I loved it, and I'm hoping that the musical is going to be just as great. I went to show you guys this area earlier, but my phone died. I'm not sure whether it actually recorded it, but this is that area where there was that weird arch thing that I went to yesterday. Seems like there's a load of stores and stuff and people performing music, obviously. So let's check this out. Apparently it's Chinese Culture Day according to their signs. That's cool. Good that I just stumbled across that.
When I wake up, what do you there? Is this even real?
That was cool to stumble across, but I'm gonna go and try and get my ticket now. Got it. Yep, we'll just all walk in every which direction we want, why not? No one's stopping us. Sweet street performer. This place is amazing.
Come out at night, but we're still looking for sign. When I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? Come out at night, but we're still looking for sign.
We've just gone in, well I say we, it is just me. For about $20 or $30 more, I could have got like right down the front in the stalls, but I've already spent a lot today, and I'm only able to do this out of the money that student finance gives me. So yeah, literally everything today has been paid for with my student finance. In case you were wondering, which you obviously weren't, but you know, fun facts, this type of staging is known as a proscenium arch, and the way you can tell that is, well, first off, obviously the arch over the stage, but also the fact that the stage ends right there and doesn't come further forward than the end of it, making a very, very clear fourth wall between the audience and the performers. What? No, I didn't study drama. What? Well, Act 1's over. I'm a big fan of classic rock and stuff, so this soundtrack is exactly my jam. This is so great. I'm probably going to end up buying it, even though I shouldn't be spending the money. Who am I kidding? Of course I was going to get it. There was no chance of me not getting this, was there? It's classic rock. It's like, it reminds me of the film, which was a major part of my childhood, and the music was done by Andrew Lloyd Webber, who is a genius. So yeah, it was pretty much guaranteed that I was going to love this. They said just before the show, and I didn't manage to capture it on camera, but the way the lights are set up in the ceiling is designed to mimic the night sky on the exact night that the theatre opened. Well, that was flaming awesome. Just to establish, that part which I recorded, they actively encouraged us to take photos and recorded that part, so you know, I didn't really do anything wrong. They literally told us it's fine. Over the past 2 days I've had Asian cuisine, I've had American cuisine, but there's one thing that I haven't had in absolutely ages, and that would be classic British cuisine. Basically, I just couldn't be bothered to find another place to eat, so I just ended up going to Nando's. I mean, works for me. If I'm completely honest, wasn't as good as the Nando's in the UK, but it was slightly cheaper, so you know, I feel validated. Somehow I've managed to walk out holding the glass Coke bottle. Probably shouldn't have done that, but when it comes to the play, I did not expect to enjoy that as much as I did. Oh, it was so good. I have to check out of here by 10 AM tomorrow, so I should take an early night. Don't know whether I will, because I might end up talking to people, but still. I just realised if I'm checking out at 10 AM, that means I'm going to spend the whole day walking around with my stuff. Joy. So I've got about an hour until I have to check out. I've already taken off the linens and everything because I'm being efficient. And now I'm just going to charge up my stuff because I might as well wait until the last possible minute in order to hand my key in. I just checked out, but they've said that I can store my stuff in the checked out room essentially, which is locked itself, so my stuff is perfectly safe back at the YHA for now, meaning that I am free to go about and explore. The seagulls here are tiny in comparison to back home. I've still got about half the day before I actually have to leave Auckland. My bus is until 8:45 p.m. and so I've just booked on to do a harbour sailing cruise. I have to entertain myself until I go and do that. How different that is to places in the UK.
Just forever. Guess this is all we know. This feeling's all we know.
Well, I'm back on dry land. That was pretty darn cool. I enjoyed that. Good way to end my time here in Auckland, I think. But of course it isn't the end, because it's only 4:45. So I've still got 4 hours before my bus. I think a wise move for me right now would be to head back to the YHA, because the portable charger that I've got on me is out of juice. I made it back, so I'm just going to charge up my stuff and go on my laptop for a while this all charges. Gives me a chance to get some weight off my feet before I have to walk back to the bus stop, seeing as I'll probably end up walking from the bus stop in Hamilton to the uni, because all of the buses will have stopped running. I spent ages trying to get updates onto my computer, and then it died, meaning that it now has to undo every single change that I made before it can attempt to redo them later. But to be honest, I think as soon as it's finished undoing itself and you know, is reasonable, I'm gonna head on out, because it's got significantly later now. It's 7:19. Darkness has returned and I am beginning to head in the general direction of the bus stop, but I still have over an hour until my bus actually leaves. Yeah, just over an hour and a quarter. I could just wait in the youth hostel, or rather I could have if I didn't just hand in my temporary key, but yeah, I just didn't fancy it, to be honest. I was kind of fed up of sitting in the same place for too long. So now I am back on the streets of Auckland for one last hour before heading back to Hamilton. Once I get to Hamilton, I have no idea how I'm getting back to the uni. My bus comes right underneath that, so I literally get to be right under the Sky Tower as my last time in Auckland. I get the feeling this is going to be a long drive. mates from over here has offered to give me a lift if I messaged him when we got to Hamilton. Problem is, I don't have any Wi-Fi, I don't have any 4G, and so I was relying on the stuff from the bus, which has failed me right at the last moment, despite it working the rest of the bus drive. So currently, I'm heading over to Kmart in the hope that they will have some free Wi-Fi. I doubt it, but what else have I got? You found me. Got my lift in the end. Whew. I'm back. Well, I'm back, but it's just gone midnight. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm gonna have to end this vlog here. I hope this was enjoyable for you all. I have no idea whether it will be yet. I'll find out tomorrow when I edit it all together. Sorry that it was late being uploaded, but what can you do when you're not even in the right city until midnight of the day that it was supposed to be uploaded? Okay, thanks for watching all. I shall catch you next time.